Okay, when this clapper board goes, that's what they call this, a clapper board. They sell these, and I went to buy one. It was like $37, and I thought I can make one cheaper than that. So the only thing I had to buy was the 99-cent hinge here, and that's what they keep track of when they're filming. So I made that, and that means it's quiet time. Whenever I'm recording, there's absolutely no talking, no questions. Just pay attention. I don't want to have to say the same things over 7 times during the day. Some of you guys have me more than once. This is your time to where you can do something else when I'm showing the recording in the other classes. This, for the first time you watch it, the next time if you want to read or be doing something else, you can do that. It allows you to multitask, okay? Because some of the stuff we do in vocational education, we also will do in technical education, like computer drafting, flight simulator and stuff. And I think rather than me saying it over and over again, I record it once, I put it on YouTube. When you're gone, you got it. Okay? I showed the short preview of the movie Pursuit of Happiness. I'm going to give you movies once in a while that I found interesting or rewarding. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to find them good. It's just what I found good, and the reason I say that is I don't want to recommend a movie because even my favorite movie, Pay It Forward, there's a section in there where it's inappropriate, but on the other hand, the overall theme of paying it forward is doing something good for someone else, and rather than paying back a favor, you pay it forward. 3 nice things for 3 people. So that's kind of the movie that got me started on recommending movies. And some people know how I learned about that movie. I met the guy who was the bum in that movie, Jim Caviezel, and met him. In fact, his wife's sister was in our wedding, and my wife was in his sister's wedding. So they kind of know each other. When I met him over in Lewiston, he said, I'm a movie actor. He's very down-to-earth, real good Christian guy. He said, I'm an actor, and I said, what movies you been in? And he said, Thin Red Line, G.I. Jane, Alcatraz, and he named off like 20 movies, and I hadn't seen any of them. And he said, what about Pay It Forward? And I said, nope, haven't seen it. And he said, you haven't seen Pay It Forward? That's the best movie ever. And he says, I'm not just saying that because I'm in it, but it is the best movie ever. And so I went home and watched it, and sure enough, it was the best movie ever. That movie, there was a scene where they were in the hospital, and a guy gets out his gun and shoots it around, That led me to another movie called John Q, where the dad takes over the hospital. Another one that you might find good. Denzel Washington willing to give up his life for his son when his son needs a heart transplant. Real good movie. I have a list of about 7 movies that I say, these are my favorite. Different one for every day of the week. Pursuit of Happiness. Pursuit of Happiness, kind of the theme of this class. You're pursuing happiness. Like I said, on the Life is Good, do what you love what you do. Okay? If you can find a job you do for free, but you're good enough at it, you get paid, you're doing the right thing. I said yesterday, the happiest people don't have everything. The happiest people make the best of everything they have. Okay? So these are things to think about. Another movie that I really enjoyed was another Will Smith one called Seven. Okay? I had some previews from the movie Talladega Nights. It's got some inappropriate sections, but as far as the marketing goes, it is a big spoof on NASCAR and all of the marketing in NASCAR. Okay? So I show the commercials and I show the public service announcements. I'm going to try to start with a learning target every day. Yesterday I said define marketing. There was a thing in the newspaper today, and I just had to kind of take it and bring it up on my computer so that I could show you how it defined marketing. And it said this: you see a gorgeous girl at a party, so you go up to her and say, I'm very rich, marry me. That's direct marketing. You're at a party with a bunch of friends and you see a gorgeous girl. One of your friends goes up to her and pointing at you says, he's very rich, marry him. That's advertising. You see a gorgeous girl at a party and go up to her to get her telephone number. The next day you call and say, "Hi, I'm very rich. Marry me." That's telemarketing, because you did it over the telephone. Okay? Then there's a couple other ones here that are pretty direct. You're at a party and you see a gorgeous girl. You go up and straighten your tie. You walk up to her and compliment her hair. You open the door for her, pick up her bag. After she drops it, offers her a ride, and then says, "By the way, I'm very rich. Will you marry me?" That's public relations. You're at a party and you see a gorgeous girl. She walks up to you and says, "You are very rich." That's brand recognition. You see a gorgeous girl at a party. You go up to her and say, "I'm rich. Marry me." And she gives you a nice hard slap on your face. That's customer feedback. Then there's another one, managing editor to news coordinator. "So tell me the name of the intern I just hired." Reporter 1, "What are you laughing at?" "I'm reading overheard in the newsroom, and that's why you're going to be there at 7 p.m. on a Friday." Okay, some of them are better than others. It says up here, every day they have an option of what the theme is for today. Today's Be Late for Something Day. And if your boss gets mad, just tell him you observe all random holidays. That's why I'm late today. It's Be Late for Something today. Okay, I got a couple other things. Speaking of a couple other things, I called this company that makes the Volkswagen thing. There's a picture of it right there. It's called a Type 181, the VW thing. I put my shirt on backwards so you can see the front of it. By the end of the day today, or by tomorrow, I want you to tell me what kind of drawing this is of the thing. It's in your drafting book. Does anyone know what type of drawing this is of the thing? What do you think? Blueprint? What do you think? A blueprint? Well, look at it, and it tells you all the specifications about the car. And they also sent me a few other things for public relations. One of them was a bumper sticker that said, "If it's not one thing, it's another," from the Think Shop. And then this one said, "Things are tough all over." And this one says, "Honk if anything falls off." I thought they should do one like Jeep has an ad that says, "It's a Jeep thing, you won't understand." So I thought they should do one that says, "It's a VW thing, you won't understand." Okay, couple other things. Go take care of them, please. Couple other things I was going to mention while I have your attention. I had like 3 or 4 different things. What I want you to really do in this class is think outside the box. Okay, Derek, hand me those license plate items. I want to come up with a project that uses recycled license plates. Like this one is a picture book. It's got my Alaska pictures in it. This one is a dustpan. It's got a license plate for a dustpan. And this is another way of recycling. On birdhouses, the roofs usually end up falling off, so they get corroded. So this birdhouse uses license plates for the roof and the bottom, because it's less likely to just fall apart. Okay? I want to really challenge you this year to think of different methods of transportation. As gas prices rise, I rode my motorized bicycle today. Okay? Nice thing about a motorized bicycle, you can coast down the hill, which is about half of my ride down the hill, coasting, not using any gas. And then when I got to go up a hill, you can just let the clutch out and the motor starts up and you can go. I've experimented. I probably had 10 gas-powered bikes, probably 10 electric bikes, and for around town, they're a great way to commute. And then I told you about some of my other, I have the big 5 inventions. I'm working on the hoop hitch and the hitch all by Paul, which allows you to set up a volleyball net or badminton net and pole system for behind 2 vehicles for camping or beach parties or whatever. If you want to get some extra credit for marketing, you can help me market these. And my powered bikes, I took one step further and made the PEG bike, which is pedal, stands for pedal, electric, and gas. Pedal it when you got the time and you got the energy in you. If not, switch it over to electricity, and then you can quietly go up the hills, and it's very quiet on the bike trail. Some people, if they hear a gas-powered bike on the bike trail, they really frown on that because it says no motorized vehicles. Also, the electricity is renewable, so that means you could have a solar panel on the back and be charging it on nice days like today. Like yesterday, I had a jet ski battery that would not work, so right now it's being charged with my solar panel that's hooked to the battery to charge it up with solar energy. Okay, and you could have a wind turbine, spinning around, and anytime you're moving forward, you have a headwind, so the wind turbine will be spinning around. I'll show you one of my little videos of my electric car that I put a wind turbine on the hoop hitch, and it gave me power when I'm going down the hill. And then my hitch bike and my backup trailer, we're going to stop right there.